In this video of our Spiritual Awakening Journey series, I'd like to talk about Kundalini Awakening. Now, this is sometimes part of a spiritual awakening. Not everyone goes through this or experiences this, but I'd like to speak about it because there are some warnings, if you will, that come along with it. One is that a lot of people will try to induce a Kundalini awakening, and this is essentially when your life force energy rises from your root, goes up your spine to the top. And it's a very powerful experience of moving your life force through your body, but it is meant to happen if and when it's meant to happen. It's not something that's meant to be forced. You shouldn't be using breath work to try to move your energy and induce a Kundalini awakening. It is life force moving through your central channel. So if you have not dealt with your wounds and traumas and you have a Kundalini awakening, it can induce psychosis. And I'm not being dramatic here. This is a very real experience for many people. So for me, I had spent over a solid decade, maybe 14, 15 years before I had my second Kundalini awakening. And it was more powerful than the first one that I had. And I was given information. I knew it was going to happen. And it was, even though I had worked on a lot of, wounds and traumas and things, it was still a very potent and challenging experience because the partner I was with at the time didn't understand it. And I had to kind of navigate it on my own without his support. And it was very, very challenging. But it is also very empowering because it gives you life force to live your soul mission, to heal your body, to, there's lots of ways that you can use your life force, right? So if and when this happens for you, don't force anything, just allow the energy to move. And really, the thing that you want to focus on the most is making sure that you are as clean and clear as possible, that you're as pure as possible, that you're not indulging in alcohol or plant medicines or drugs or, anything of that nature, because that can really throw things off balance. You want to continue to do your inner work and to work on healing your deepest wounds and traumas, because what happens as the light comes up your spine, it will illuminate things that have previously been hidden from you or things that you haven't previously addressed. So it is a very powerful energy, and it is not meant to be suppressed. If something comes to the surface for you to deal with, you better deal with it, or it will amplify and become even worse. So Kundalini awakening, again, not all of you will experience it. It is meant for whomever it's meant for in the timing that it's meant for. So please don't force it. Please don't try to move the energy forcefully through your microcosmic orbit or up your spine or any of those things. Those are tools you can use to guide the energy if your pathways and channels are open and clear. And that's all good. But to force it is not good. Now, I'm going to touch on the Christic oil that was mentioned in a comment in one of the videos. And I don't claim to be an expert in this, but it is part of when your life force energy reaches your pineal gland. It can be an excretion or a secretion of sacred oil. Some people call it sacred oil or Christic oil. And that can be part of like your psychic awakening and opening some of your receptors and opening new understandings and intuition and things like that. Again, I'm not an expert, but just be aware that that can happen as your life force energy reaches your pineal gland. There can be some alchemy and magic that happen as your life force energy combines with the power of your third eye vision and your third eye sight and things like that. So just be aware. Just be aware that those things can happen. And again, it's not something that you can force. If it's something that's meant for you, it will happen for you. If it's not meant for you, don't worry about it. There are a lot of other things to focus on, a lot of other mastery opportunities that will come your way, I promise you. So I hope that was helpful in terms of explaining how the Kundalini energy works and what it is. I was told by a Christian, and I consider myself a Christian. I was told by a Christian, oh, it's the demonic, energy. It's from Satan. You need to rebuke your Kundalini. That didn't sit right with me because I'm not bringing demonic energy through my spine. I'm bringing God, my soul essence, my life force energy. I don't allow demons to move through my body that way and through my energy channels that way. So that didn't resonate for me, but I could see what she was saying because that was her experience and I could see how that could happen. And that's also why I say don't force things, because you can open portals with breath work, right? You can open portals by moving the energy forcefully, and it can bring in other things that you haven't invited in or that you don't want as part, you don't want circulating through you. So if you are going through a Kundalini awakening and it's overwhelming, make sure that it's pure. Make sure that it's only your life force energy moving through you. Make sure that only God is moving through you. You can set those boundaries. You can set those boundaries. So just know that that's possible and that you should be setting those boundaries regardless. So I hope that's helpful. And if it was, please do go to creationtemple.com/donate. Leave me a little something from your heart. Let me know you appreciate these videos.